Are you just looking for soft spots or touchy spots?
I'm looking for spots that are hard and feel like they're sticking up.
Tight muscle.
Okay, well, and vertebrates are out of place, like right there.
He's definitely out of place right there. He's
Okay,
in bad
well,
shape.
you'll like this then. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off doing shiatsu. Okay, so this guy's got his pants on, so we don't need to drape.
Right.
Okay, he appreciates that. He doesn't have to lay there naked and feel exposed. Guys are weird like that. Men will be the first ones to say, I need to take your clothes off. Oh, they start taking their clothes off, but they're not taking their briefs off for nothing, boy. You know, I have some shorts with Velcro on the sides. They're wonderful because you can go
Yeah.
and get this, put it back together. You know what? I get thanked. Okay, so now we're going to do shiatsu on the back here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a nice open palm right on the sacrum, and we're going to work it just like we do the scalp. We're not going to start this way. We're going to get right in there and we're going to work this with two hands. You can do it this way too. Okay.
I know,
It's like
I'm like this all the
fifth
time.
of the day, you know, you're going, okay.
Exactly.
So then we're going to break it off into this, and we want to generate heat. Okay. And some of this you can do even if you have no sheet, but I'll get to that. This is probably isn't one of them. Now what we're going to do is cup our hand so we don't press on the spine and reach over. Now I'm on my toes. I'm going to get right up over, I'm going to push straight down. Now in your timing, do you want to go this far each time or do you want to go this far each time? You're looking for an hour at a time, okay? And so you're not ripping the person off. You might just go a little bit like this, but your pressure needs to be pretty even. Even if you have to go like this, you'll figure it out. And you want to press down on the erector spinae muscles and not on the spine. Okay. Now I got to move. See, his back just popped right there. Hear that? That's a big tip right there, see?
Boy, those tips make it.
Sometimes. I get some really nice ones. Guys who have lots of dough, like the longshoremen, they don't tip you, but I get like $40 tips and stuff. I love
I
it.
think it's 20, and I thought, man,
I
I'm
got
a
a
queen.
I got a bottle of wine that was worth, I don't know, over $100. Anyway, now I'm going to work right on the spine.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is what separates the beginners from the pros. You want to be real careful working the spine, and just roll your hand on it like this. Okay. It's not a lot of pressure. I'm not interested in pushing on his spine. I'm interested in making sure that it is a little bit more flexible than it was, and I'm still working the bladder meridian. Okay, there's two lines of bladder that go down here. Now this part, if you're doing a sheet massage and you come back to here and you pull the sheet up, put your hand right here. This is $1 million move that she doesn't do. Okay, because there's lots more. There's lots and lots of stuff. I didn't design this. I just learned it. And I push down on the sacrum this way, take my hand, and I just roll it down. Now, I don't ever do this on a naked behind because they're oily and your hand will slip and it kind of, whoops, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to stick my fingers between your butt. So then you back off from that. You take your hand like this, and it, like right up here, I'm on his pelvic bone. So I'll do it, but not too hard because it's painful. And when I move down and I drop off that, I'm gonna really dig in here. See him tighten up? Boy, that hurts. It hurts, but you know what? It feels really good. It hurts. I backed off a little bit.
How are you going? Oh, you're in there. Wait.
Put your hand in there, a little closer together.
Okay, I can feel that.
Try it. Just dig as hard as you can. Put your other hand on there and just really let him have it. Squeeze your fingers a little bit closer together because you want to be in the sacrum.
I can feel.
Yeah, you can feel that in there. See, you're not doing it.
I don't want to hurt him.
You can't push hard enough to hurt him.
Well,
Okay. So you go down here, and then you.
See, when it starts hurting, my butt.
He tightens up.
Okay.
And so then you just keep moving down like this, And you go down like about 3 sections, 3 segments, depends on the size of the person. Okay, and you can see why you'd want to have material over here when you do this. Yeah, if I was doing a Lane's massage, I always add this in there because it's a really, what it does is it loosens up all the holes where all the blood vessels and nerve endings are going down to your feet and legs. And as bicycle riders, you'd appreciate having more blood flow, you know, and having all these joints loosen. I've had people's coccyxes adjust and go pop. You ever had that happen? Boy, it's weird. So then you just come back up the same way. Just work down in there. 1, I usually do things 3, 3, then I move up. This isn't really a shiatsu type of a technique. Shiatsu would be like this. I just like to dig a little bit. Okay, now we're going to come back up to the back, and we're going to be right here. We want to place our hand up here. We can nurture with this hand. We can do anything. Now for me, I don't go like this to big fishermen. I do this. Anyway, oops, sore spot. So you know we got a sore spot there. We like that. So
Are you okay?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so we're going to go back down just a little bit below that and apply not quite as much pressure and just hold it.
It's amazing. I can feel it. It's shooting aches with that pressure.
What does it taste like?
No.
And then we're going to move up onto this, up a little bit into this pain area here.
You know they got you when you can taste it. Have you ever had that where someone hits a pressure point and it comes out of your mouth?
Wow, that's releasing poisons and toxins.
Toxin. See, now he doesn't even notice it, and I'm pressing harder than I was to start with. Okay? Because I start off, I come back, and I have a tendency to do that because I start working and I'll hit them, and then I gotta move back a little bit. But even at that, I mean, there's no accidents. You go, oh, so then you go back before the pain, the problem, and then if it's a subluxated vertebrate, you'll feel it. You'll feel it sticking up. He's got lower back problems. He's going to be sore right there, guaranteed it.
But it's not going to be anything.
No, because anytime you have lower back problems, it'll show up in your hamstrings back there. And if your hamstrings are tight, you don't walk right. So you need bicycles a lot, and he works this a lot, and he's not stretching out right. And then he gets off and he walks and he goes like this. He goes, oh, my back's killing me. Well, yeah, tight hamstrings.
Oh, interesting.
One causes the other, okay? And so then we're just going to work up the back. I just breathe. Yeah, just breathe one. Each breath, just move up a little bit, right alongside the spine. So you'd already done this on the chair. You wouldn't have to do it again, but we're not doing that. So,
right.
You know, you can see what we're doing. You could do things twice, too. It doesn't matter.
Well, when I do an hour-and-a-half massage right now, I do the back twice.
Go real slow. Like this. When you do that and you breathe slow and move slow, it puts a whole different ambience in your room. It just practically goes dead. It's really cool, and all you're doing is going slow. You're doing the same thing you did to the last person, only you go real slow and you breathe at halftime. You reach for your oil like this. And everything you do is like this. And the whole room will be like that. And this person, they go, God, you're good. Yeah, cool. Some Miller time, you know. Yeah, I use Reiki music mostly. And the aromatherapy is something I got to get into. You kind of got to watch scents because some people have allergies. Yeah. Well,
I get a headache.
When people bring stuff, I use it.
Well, it's there.
I just drop it in my hand. So we want to come up here and we want to stop right here.
Okay, right at that?
Yeah, this is C7, okay? We're working the thorax. We're going to do we don't want to be pushing into his neck backwards. I mean, this is, I'll do it. I could raise his head up and do this, but we don't want to do that. I'm not even going to switch sides. I'm right-handed. So instead of going this way, I just come over this way. I just roll in and press on these vertebrates. And I just breathe. You know, this is a little bit fast. I just lean.
So on this side, you're going like this, and on this side, you're going like that.
Yeah, I'm just right by the spine, and I go like that.
Good.
Okay, and all I want to do is take those little things so that they rock like that. You know, and when you get up on it, you ever do that one where you go like this up the spine in Elaine's massage? Where you climb up there and you're supposed to do the thumbs. Oh, well, if you do that, separate your thumbs so that the set joints move back and forth. That's the therapy part of it. This is the spa style. Okay, so now we've come up and done this. Now we're going to come back down here and hook this hip and take the heel of the hand on the far side of the spine right there, and I'm just going to twist. Okay, I learned this from an osteopath. Okay, that hurt?
Bring that pelvis.
Then you come back on the opposite side of the spine. Now he had a little, he went, when I did that. So when I go this side, I'm going to go real slow, real slow. I might go just as deep or deeper, but I'm going to go slow and watch and listen for him. But I want to stop right there, so cool. It's a better workout. Okay, and we're going to switch sides. Yeah, stance is a big part of it, and balance. I'll show you how to have balance and how to ground yourself. We don't talk about that in class. I was showing that to Elaine. This is how you do this. It's really easy.
Now, you haven't oiled anybody yet. You're just...
We haven't oiled anybody. He could have a shirt on for all I care. We're just using pressure. Yeah, so we haven't got that far yet. See, I'm talking, I forgot if I did this or not. So anyway, so now we've done this on both sides. You just hook the hip and pull and push. Okay, now we're going to do the shoulders. Okay, so I don't know, in my office I have these little round, they're real squishy foam things from a chiropractor's office. They're about that long. They put them under your neck. Okay, I don't have one right now. I could use a towel. Okay, that's what we did in class, wasn't it? And this is kind of off the subject. If you have a woman that has real large breasts and they have trouble, you take a small hand towel and you roll it up and you put it right here.
Yeah, they're always like this.
Takes that problem right away. So, okay, in Elaine's class, I know we did this as $1 million move. We held this up and we put something under the shoulder like this to work in the scapula.
Oh yeah, we work the scapula.
Because we haven't done all this other stuff. We're just doing shiatsu right now. Okay, now I don't do that now, so you can do it this way. Here's another way to do this. You're gonna take and you're gonna do this. You can also take and work that Traeger stuff and get a little more range and play with it, and come up, put the hand behind the back. Now remember, we talked about that where people feel uncomfortable. This is a cop move.
Yeah.
I never had anybody say anything. So then I take my whatever it is I'm going to put under there here, and I brace it. Then I put my hand and I pull straight back on the shoulder, and it raises it up, and I stick this under there. Now see how much higher that is now? Okay. The other way to do that is to do it like this. Just drop yourself.
I can't.
Pain, where's the pain?
It's kind of like in my shoulder front.
Where my hand is?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, we'll move it down. That better?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your hand behind your back. There. Now see, he's got a, that's communicating. I can push up, but look how much more I get out of that than doing it this way.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So, and all I have to do is change the position of this arm. And I come up here and I shove this in here. There. And then I can also brace it. Some people's arms fall off the table and then it falls down. That's okay. I don't care. And I'm going to take and support this and take my thumb. Ticklish or jumpy? Pain right there, really?
Yeah.
That's that bicycling stuff.
been having really bad problems in this area.
Something you're doing at work or?
No, got up out of bed one morning.
Oh,
Gainer layout on his camelback.
yeah.
That double gainer layout on your camelback.
So we just work this without our oil. We just press here. And then we come back. What I found is that like he has pain if I move too quickly. So you got to go slower, and you'll get way in there. They don't even know it's coming. You're going to be sore tomorrow, Jim. I can guarantee you'll be sore. You ever had a shiatsu treatment before? I know you'll be sore. It'll be worth it, because the next day you'll feel a lot better.
Call you Gumby. Don't call me Gumby, damn it.
See, now if you want to get more into it, you can just reach in there and pull. Don't do this with the shoulder blade. Just real steady motion outward. And all you're doing is setting this up. This is a setup. All of this work that feels good is a setup for this. This is the therapy right there. Because what that does, and
You're just doing this.
yeah, just like you do all the time. You do this, don't you? Probably. Well, what this does when you do your shoulder work is these muscles are always under tension, always. And the only way to get them to relax is to shorten them. And you can do this, you can come right down here and push in on the side like a little wing, or you can go up here. And so we're going to do this like 3 times. Or actually we're going to do it twice. Okay. So then we're going to come off of that this way. We're going to go down and hold this. We're going to press down a little bit. This isn't real hard. We're just going to roll it down this shoulder. And we're going to come down into here. And we're going to press on the back of this guy's arm. Just like that. No, I don't want to press on the elbow. I want to work the elbow. Just nice. Little circulation. Okay. And then press on his arm here. Okay? And even though that's part of his back. Okay? This is the back. Okay? He thinks this is his back. But see that? His back's bothering him. I like to do this. I really like this triggering stuff.
Boy, men are so stiff. You can
Aren't
go
they?
back, but you can't get them to go forward.
Aren't they?
It's funny.
Okay, so then we're gonna always remember to reach up under the front, and he's really tight on this side. We're not gonna get a whole lot out of him there. Look at that, look at that scapula. Ooh.
He's got a beautiful scapula.
He does, nice big one to work on, get way underneath it. You know, the scapula to me is like the most interesting part of a person's body as far as anatomy. They're all different. It's like a fingerprint
And
almost.
they react differently too.
Don't they? And it's not like people of this profession have these or anything. It's just, they're just what they are. Some of them are real little.
It's the body type.
Some of them
Well,
are
you can tell
square.
body types,
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah.
Pain.
Pain. Yeah. So you did something to tighten all these muscles up in here. And
More pain.
His body all
they're not relaxing. See, and here this is one of those places my elbows goes out. It's hard to do it like this. So I just kind of lean down into it
You're
and pull.
putting your body in it though. You're leaning.
Yeah, I just lean in, okay? And this, you can do this way, this way, this way. Depends on the person. Some people, he's really got a nice hook here, easy. You know, some people you really got to lean down just to get anything. I'm one of those. I'm just, you know,
Doesn't stick out.
yeah, it's very flexible, but yeah. So now to get this out of here, you just push across this way, like that. You just push across, and then bring them down. You want to remember it takes 7 seconds for a muscle to stretch. You don't have to go more than that. Okay, so you can like work on your breath and see how long it takes for 7 seconds. For me, if I count to 10, that's 1, 2, that's 7 seconds. So you can hold this and you can just hold this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then let off. And you can do that like 3 times. The other way you would do that would be to come to here, and we can do that when we get more to a finish and redo that. You know, it's the going back, you know, because this is what shortens the muscles and lets them relax, because they're just under tension. And anytime you want to do that, like we just did there, he wouldn't mind. He wouldn't know the difference if you were out of sequence or,
Right.
oh, I forgot to do the arm first. Well, I'll go do it now. Just be cool. A little bit of this here. Okay. Okay. Now this is a part of the back that he didn't know he had. And this always gets him. Were you worried about him?
Yeah.
See, now this is how you do bladder dry. You just lean. I got his foot supported and kind of to the outside. It pops that bladder meridian right up.
So the bladder meridian really is right in here.
Right down the center.
Right down the center.
And it comes up here and it comes down here, and then one of them comes this way, the other one goes this way. And they hook, and one comes down this way. Now this is where he had this sore spot. So being that he was going out and I was working his back, I wouldn't use the point of my elbow. I'd come over and turn my arm and use a little more softness on there.
So you're basically, though, you're not doing anything on this side. You're
No, this is,
concentrating over there.
yeah, I'm just leaning over here. And now I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to come up a little more, and I'm just going to lean down just a little bit harder,
In the same spot?
right in the same spot. Because we know that he has pain there. We want to relieve the pain. We want to release that point in the bladder meridian where it's blocked. Okay? Now I'm using the point of my elbow. And I'm pressing pretty good. Not real hard. I could hurt him if I wanted to, but you can with anybody. Just press right through the bone. You know. And you just
Such
move.
friends.
You just move down a little bit.
He's got a finger for you.
I usually like do a couple of breaths through here and not just go one, because it's usually, especially if a person has you get a response out of lower back. Okay. That's upper back. I'm not pressing straight down here. I want to get a little more, so I kind of turn it out and go down at an angle, because see this?
Yeah.
It's not like that. That's too hard on the foot. There would be straight. So, and the twist is mostly right here, so I come over and I come and then I press at an angle that's straight with this. It's a little finesse move. And like you go to a shiatsu class, you learn how to do this. And when you go back for advanced technique, you learn how to do this. So you're getting a whole lot of information here that I spent a lot of time and a lot of travel learning.
Thank you.
So that's okay. Pain. Okay, so if you have pain, come back up above the pain and start over. It's amazing how that works. You get energy that's blocked in pressure points. It just sits there, and it'll be real sensitive and swollen almost and hot. And then you just go back and kind of guide it on out, and it goes, well, okay, I'll go somewhere else now. And then the back of the feet. When you're going to do this, if you're going to work on the feet before the face, use the back of your hands.
Why?
Why? Because he hasn't had a shower yet. Well, maybe he did, but he's been walking around these stocking feet, and I'm not going to go work on the person's face after I work on their feet. I usually go do the face, then I finish with the feet. Unless I happen to be really nice and get my hot towels out and wash their feet for them. So now this is really a cool thing to do too here. So you're going to come up here and you're going to put your fingers right across here like this. You get a little bit of pressure in here. Because you got the bladder on one side and the kidneys on the other. Oh, good.
What?
His ankle just popped. And what you're trying to do is to maintain this, not that, to maintain here. So it's not important to drive his foot all the way down to there because you're stretching this in here, okay? So it's more important to maintain a flat arm. And I just step forward, and it tips a little bit. It's not perfect. That's how it goes. And I come back. I do that 3 times, okay? You want to be careful and really go slow and feel for this one.
What are you feeling for?
Pain.
Where's the pain?
Well, he'll start to bind up.
Oh,
Okay.
is it going to pain back in here?
No, it'll be on the front side, or because I'm pinching his back too. So you want to feel for tension. And if you go really slow, he'll let you go through. And you're not trying to drive his knee clear up to here. You're just trying to stretch that out a little bit. You know where I learned this one? Watching football. I saw a guy doing it on the sideline. I said, damn, that looks good. So I tried it, and I get people going, man, that's a nice move. Where'd you learn that? Football. I don't care where I learn stuff as long as I learn it. And then this stuff is always, you know, this Traeger stuff is just so powerful stuff. You can use it for your transitions, and you're getting double duty out of it. You're getting this inner work and this therapy and a smooth transition. It's just so special. It fits right in with everything. It's just dynamic stuff. Right there. Yeah, it goes this way. Okay, I need you to get this under you, right in this area here. If you want to raise up, I'll help you get it started, but you'll have to fuss with it.
Yeah.
There you go. I should have thought about that right away. Your tip just went up. Well, that's different. Okay, so now we're going to come along, and you want to get right in here, right at the top here. You want to just crowd right in there, and then just sink down. This is just a sink thing. You're not pushing down, you're just leaning. And he won't be as sore on this side because he wasn't sore on this side, he was sore over here. So you got some guy like for me, he doesn't think he needs to have his back adjusted. I push on his hamstring there, he pops up, his back hurts, he goes and gets adjusted, he's happy. Well, that's the way our chiropractors are. Doc Garrett lives there 4 months out of the year, and the rest of the time he travels. And Dr. Morris lives there 8 months, and because he's the new guy right out of school. And you got to hand it to a guy that can walk into a one-horse town and in 6 years be making so much money he's only going to work 4 months out of the year. My hat's off to him.
Yeah.
You know, Dutch Harbor, Alaska.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was nice. We're getting all kinds of good stuff out of him. Well, oh, good.
Chiropractors were probably more in demand than just about anything else.
Yeah.
Fisherman?
No, most of our business is local, surprisingly. Because we treat people like we have a healing center. I mean, you come in, you just don't come in and get cracked. You come in, have a sauna, get a massage, a little therapy, get cracked, and go home. You know, I think something's bothering me. I need to go in today. Body massage oil with arnica. Cool. You ever use arnica? No.
That's me.
I think my hands are warm enough for both of these. Yeah, I don't touch guys like that. I'm sorry.
Actually, I was only one hand is very good. The other one.
Okay. Now I'm going to pull these down a little bit, okay?
Fine.
Okay.
He's
Well-
very,
Well, I always tell people what I'm going to do.
I know this part
This
of
stuff,
it,
you know all this stuff.
but that's good. He needs this. He needs this.
He needs this. Okay, we'll do it then.
He just got up out of bed one day and just had to lay right back down and locked up on him, his upper back, and he was in bad shape. He still is.
You go to this position first?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you can do this more than 3 times, you know. You can,
Oh, yeah.
You can do whatever you want, so we're just going to do it like we do. And then you're up here, and I never do this anymore.
Oh, really?
I only do this one.
That's a great move.
It's a wonderful move. You want to make sure and come up the side of the body, you know this stuff already, and really work this one. So I really use my body a lot. You know, when people new in class are just trying to figure this out, but you know, this is a lot easier. Okay, and you know this.
That's the part that I just don't think is that effective.
This,
Yeah.
See, that really feels good to me going down. I think the
That
more,
he's doing it, but not what I do.
okay, what you need to do is you need to come down here lower and come right up over that spot right there. If you're too high there, you'll miss it. You want to come underneath here and come up. Okay, you don't even hardly notice that it's that much different than going like this.
I'm just trying to.
You just got to come way down in here like this. And see where my arms lock up? I think you do this. I think you're really good at doing this one too, as I remember. You want to get right in there and roll triple warmer 15 and come up and pop right over it.
Let me try that. Just real-
Okay.
Is that
yeah,
that it? Jen?
yeah, you're right over everything.
Okay, here, put a little oil in your hands.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. See, this is what I.
Bring your elbows in closer to your body and dig down more and come like this. There you go. You want to, yeah, because that way you want to use your hips and your power is right here. Is that better, Jim?
It's like riding through sand, Cindy. Put
Cindy's
your elbows
got-
in and down. And
He's got
Yeah.
learned legs. It's road 380.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, there you go.
Great, great.
Yes, stepping, however you want to stand is fine because you want to move from your hara. Everything you do in life, every movement you make should be originated from this point, from the center of your being. Even just to raise your arm up like this should be generated this way, because then you're using power in everything that you do. And power and grace go together. The rest of us, you're just flopping your arms around. So you come here, just like that, see?
Really great. See,
You come
this is
right up
what I
underneath.
needed.
And then you come all the way down, straighten your arms out, don't leave them out, keep them right here. And he's been having, we already know he has some pain here, so we slow way down. Slow way down. And the thing about going slow is you can go deeper if you go slow, okay?
Tickle.
no, it really felt good.
And so now we've already worked the scapula. We've been digging there. Now we did therapy on it. He's going ow and ooh. So now we're going to come back and we're going to nurture this, and he's going to think, man, that really feels good. And we're going to hook in here and we're going to do all this again. And you know all this stuff. Okay.
Now you're pressing on with your palms too, and I haven't been doing that. I've been using just my.
I rotate, just like that, like this. I do it like this. Elaine does it more like this.
I've been doing it like this. My hands are...
And another thing here, do it how you normally do it. Okay, just do a few of them so I'll show you something different.
Nice.
It feels good, yeah. It's not wrong. It looks really good. It looks real smooth. I just do it like this, and I brace myself, and I dig. It's a little harder, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah.
I'm digging in a little bit more. And the other thing is to go, when you're doing this, now feel the difference between this
Turn two big knobs.
and this. Watch. Here I'm mowing. What did I do?
Slow down.
Yeah. Go around the scapulas, go really slow. Just admire and just love every little bump and every piece that's there, and just go really slow. Slow is good. I tell you what. You just go like this. Watch. See how I keep my thumbs separated, they're not side by side? One's always, or pretty much always ahead of the other one. That way it makes the facet joints rock back and forth. Some of you can do this, you get popped out of their back. That's pretty funny. You go, oh, good. And you come over and just lift and squeeze. I'll speed up a little bit, but you can see just by doing this, look how much you can double your time. And the thing is, it feels really good, doesn't it, Jim?
Yeah.
To go really slow like this, as opposed to going, when I do this, his muscles will move and stuff. If I go really slow, I can press harder, he'll give up as I go. There's no anticipation. And then, I think I taught you this too. When you come down here, as this hand comes over, you slide up, okay? And then get right in here, close, okay? We know how to do this, okay? And he has,
Bony hips.
well, yeah, but see, he's complaining about this right in here. So instead of really working out over here, I'd probably use a little smoother hand and come and see, now I'm pulling now. Instead of pushing like this. Okay, and then we're going to ring them. You know this. This is all basic stuff. Always make sure and lean against the table.
Do you worry about your body touching people?
Touching people? Yeah, because you notice how low my table is, so where am I going to hit them? I'm real conscious of my body.
And as a woman, because like when I'm doing this move, if I'm getting way up here,
You're standing wrong.
I am?
Uh-huh.
That's how I stand.
Okay. We're doing this here. You're standing like this, and you're trying to, you know, these muscles, what are they doing? Stand this way. Stand like you do.
Oh,
You have no balance.
Right.
You want to put one foot right up in here like this. Now watch. I'm just moving to the side of the head, and I'm pivoting around the head. And you know what? If I don't go all the way here, let's see.
Yeah, I can't get that far back.
This one, I can go clear to here, right? But I'm not going there. So which, am I shorting myself out? No, because I'm right here where I want to be. It's not whether I can reach it, it's just that one of them is too long. So I don't want to accommodate myself for the one that will reach. I just want to, you want to get to the side, or this side. And just, so that way if you do hit them, you're hitting them with your, you know, you don't really want to bump the person. No, with
If
your
I had-
stomach. See, that's why I have this large stomach. That way, you know, that's my signal.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's more like,
Yeah, stand to the side. Get right in close and work your pelvis right around on the head without touching them. And let your hand trail. Let your hand smooth it out as you go. And then turn it in. So it goes here and then turn. And push back. Here, let me show you again. Here, watch. You're gonna go here. See what this hand's doing? It's working.
oh yeah.
Come up the side. Economy of motion. Every stroke I make, I get 2 actions out of. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to quite get it this time.
Oh yeah, you'll practice it, but you see it, so that's all that counts. Remember how weird it was to do this in the beginning? And you go, I can't do this.
Well, I'd have to really practice it even now because I do it so differently in the...
Well, none of it's wrong, you know.
No.
Nothing's wrong. It's just that, like this, if you can get extra action, since you got to put your hand there anyway, push on something. I do this one different than Elaine does.
This is, oh no, I do that.
Well, we were just doing the ironing out the back stuff, so you don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. That's a nice move.
Yeah. Getting people to lean against the table is hard, though. And the way it's written down, see, she goes to that side, back to this side, back to that side, and it's really confusing, and everybody has trouble with that.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing. You can go to any side you want,
Yeah, I start on the other side and I work this way.
which makes sense.
Yeah, but in a class it's kind of hard to get that across to people. Just do it this way for now, and then when you leave you can change it. Well, but. Okay, so we're here, so we want to come. Now I have my own transition places, you know, so I do this, and then I'm going to come and do this one. This is another thing, people get way back like this. Everybody does this in the beginning. I get right up, I want this table right in my center right here, so I can just lay on the body.
That's interesting. I'm going to get it
Yeah.
over here. And
I got one leg behind and one leg forward.
This is how
The
I
motion is like this.
This is how is this right?
Yeah, you do it just like I do. You get right in close to the table. And yeah, I remember working with you on this. You know, you say, help me do this, help me do this. Okay. Anyway, so we go down the back, and we do this, and we finish this up.
Yeah.
And if, like I said before, if you're doing Elaine's massage and you bring the sheet up, do this. It's real easy, real fast. It's a good $1 million move. You could take a couple of, instead of ringing so much, that's something I notice with people too, and myself. I might do this too much. You sit here doing this, and you really want to go 1, 2, 3. You know, because that's just one of those nurturing
You do this
type.
after you do all the shiatsu. The shiatsu, you start with that.
Yeah,
and you
then I get them oily.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do it now.
And-
You can do it. And here's a couple other little motions that maybe you forgot about.
I have forgotten that one.
This one, only to the high point. Okay, 1, 2. So this is a good transition place to go to. You could do this. It'd be right here. Okay, you could do this and come back. This one, we just did this down the back. You could do this up the back. I used to know, for years, I've known all the numbers of all the pressure points in the back. Right down here, hundreds of them. You know what? I couldn't tell you one from the other now because I just don't care.
I think he's asleep.
Because I know what I'm trying to do, and I think that the ability to know all this precision makes me too mechanical. So when I walk up to the person, it's like, tell me what you need. What do you need? Where is it? What do you want? Okay, so now, since they just want their back worked on, and oh yeah, we did the back of their legs, we're not going to go oil these legs because he's got clothes on, so we did that anyway. We did shots through that. So now we're going to come and we're going to do this, but we got to get a little more oil on here because this guy doesn't want his hands done, although he really does. He just doesn't know it. Okay. Okay, and the reason I know he needs his hands done is because your hands are connected to your back.
Do you have enough room?
Through reflexology. You got all kinds of stuff going on in the back of your hand, or in the palms of your hands. Huh? So what I'm going to do here, and I've had people say, I don't want you to do that, I just want my back. We're going to say, I am working on your back. Dealing with fishermen is okay, so hey, shut up. You know? So you come down here, and you don't need to do a whole lot of this stuff. This is the important stuff to do here. I mean, a guy comes in, these people work with their hands. If they didn't have hands, their back wouldn't even be sore to start with. You know? And you go, oh, well, sure, I can see that. So you can do this and this, and just sort of work that out like that. Dig right down in that old carpal there. Skip the fingers. They might ask you, you need to do my fingers. And this can be done this way. I don't do this. The only way I go up the arm
I do it
is
the way
like
you showed
this because I get so much coverage. I don't have to mess with anything else. I want the whole arm.
You press hard too.
Yep, or just really force all that poison out of there. And I just roll right up over the joint so I don't press on it. As you start doing this, you're missing a lot.
No, I do it just the way you showed.
Okay, and then you come off. You do these. Do this. And this. And this stuff's really good. Now when you're doing this, I don't know how you do it.
Pretty much like that. That part.
You do this, you knead
don't
this and
grab
work
there,
this,
no.
and Traeger, do two different things at the same time.
I kind of.
Sure, we're going to
that.
come back, we're going to come back into here. We're really going to work this.
Not as many people are as loose as that though. I mean, they've
Yeah.
got this thing locked up tight.
Yeah, they do, and they're afraid, and that's what this is about. See,
Oh, really?
I'm Traegering this person and working them at the same time. This takes a little practice because you naturally want to start
Yeah.
doing this. Okay, but doesn't it look nice? And you can come in here and do all of this stuff. Nice and really pull on that. Nice arms, working guy. Okay.
You pull on it.
I lift and squeeze. Okay, pull, whatever you want to call it, you know. But when you're doing this a lot of this Traeger stuff, they'll bind up, you know all the, geez. You know what? You just keep the rhythm. And what's happening is their body's jerking around, and they'd really like to let go and go with your rhythm, but they don't know how. So if you keep this going for a little while, they'll teach themselves how to relax. Don't say relax,
No, I don't.
because they freak out. They think, I am trying to relax. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
Knock it off. Anyway, so there's some spots you can reach in here. Right here. Okay? And if you want to go really get them, there's a spot right there. See them move? Okay? I want to lay my finger on that spot, and I'm going to use my whole wrist. Okay? That's a pressure point. It's right there. And when we do cop stuff, twist a person's arm or reach around and stick them right there. They'll stand right up on their toes every time. So I want to cover that spot. It's just a major, it's called a SUBO. It's a major pressure point. You really get this going. Okay, and then just do a little more nurturing stuff in here. Okay. Then we come, then we're gonna traction this, and you know how to do
Yeah.
this one.
Okay.
Raise it up, and then a lot of people go down. When I do the girls, I do it this way because they love it. The boys, it's kind of one of those, you don't do this to the boys. You can, I can't.
No.
You know, because that sensuality.
I don't want to do it to the
that-
boys either. I mean, I
No, you
don't
don't
want
wanna-
to think I'm, you know.
you don't want them doing this to your leg. So what I do with the girls is I'll come down and I'll do this. Then I go like this, real slow. And I go right down here, just like this. Right off their fingers, just lightly touch them. Then I come back on like this. You can come back here again, and you can do this. Okay? And just more gently, and not without raising the arm up here to the back. Just go a little bit here and just do these nice smooth motions. We're doubling up again. We did our pressure work, so we really dug in here. Then we came back, we did gears. But you know, where's his problem at? Right across here, so to hit it 3 times sounds like about right to me. So we want to come in here, and we can go just a little bit. This isn't, you know, it just depends on the feel. I don't feel like I really want to dig in here because we've been working them pretty hard. So I'm kind of, and you hit one spot right here where the muscles will jump. And that's okay. So what I try to do is I try to pinch off of it there so they don't do this. Kind of depends on what I'm doing.
Can you feel the tightness in there?
Well, he's getting a lot better. See, look at this. Man.
Jim likes your wing.
Oh man, he got nice scapulas. So we got a little action on his back earlier.
See, we've never noticed because he wears a camel.
Yeah.
I noticed.
So you're gonna come that, and then you wanna, don't forget to do this one.
Never done that.
Oh, this is easy. This is a Traeger thing. You come just like this under here, support the wrist. Okay, there you go. Yeah, another Traeger move. Look how his scapula's working there. You know, so there's. So you come down and then you make your nice little. Depends on who you're doing it to. See him twitch. I don't like you touching me like that. Good thing I got my pants on. And then you throw your stuff over, and then you go to this side over here.
Did you see this?
And off. Reaching for your oil. You know, I'm getting really good at helping her. You know, I got this down to where it's
How
just
you
like.
doing? You need to get up?
Oh.
No, okay. All right.
Okay, and another thing too, I'm sure you've gone beyond this now. But remember, class, go to oil, and everybody's like doing this oil thing. It's just hilarious. She goes, I don't know how to get them by that, Jim. I said, well, we need to just stop and talk about it instead of trying to incorporate it. We got to do that, and we got to do. So on the other side, I'll show you. So Monday we're going to do that. When you put the oil on, you go 1, 2. That's all you need to do because you got oil everywhere, and it's going to get there. See, what's really sweet is them chair massages because they're uninvasive, and people can just walk in and sit down. You get rid of their headache and their stress, and down the road they go.
How much pressure are you putting on there?
Not much.
Just kind of.
Just let go. Just relax. Let me push. About there. Right. I'm just.
Okay,
he has some pain. If I wanted to get more, I'd put my foot out. I'd turn it in a little bit, and I'd raise this up. If I want to really hurt him, I'd turn my hand like this.
So when they're
But,
going, I want it really deep, get me deep, then you're gonna.
Put out your outside foot
Yeah.
down on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and raise up, and go like this, and take this hand and turn it like
Okay.
that, and point your index finger right to the sky.
And start moving.
Yep. And then just lean on them till they
I
scream.
think that would kill their kidneys.
Well, do it up here.
Further out.
Kidneys are right down in here, but you're on the spine. You're gonna hurt them really. You're gonna hurt them. They'll scream. Say okay.
They do. They want you to more. It's like,
Oh, that's why.
See, the other thing too is that this right here takes our mind off of this.
I want to see that move, that up and
What?
down.
This?
Okay, so you're doing.
Oh, let me show you something here. So as you're coming down like this and you get down into here, go real slow right here and lean and wait for their arm, their muscle to pull up to you.
I know what that is.
Okay. Because once they do, you know what that signifies is release.
Right there.
See, he moved? He just gave up. He gave up. His whole body relaxed. And he just doesn't know it. So then you just go two. You don't have to do it again real hard like that. First one is just real slow. And once he releases, then you kind of go like this. And just really turn in. If you want it to be soft, just turn your arm to the inside. And then come back, and when you do this, you want to just
Love that.
lean right against the body like this. And then you come out and over this way and do it like this, and like that. And not just back and forth like this. You come and you turn and you use grace. Okay? And you go yin, yang. See, I didn't do any of that on that side, so tape is flawed.
Well,
Just put
this
your
is.
hair around each other back.
Yeah, well, it's
this
okay.
is- yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You say,
Stuff I know, we don't need to spend.
No.
But I do like learning these extra
Yeah,
finesse moves. Yeah.
you see how it goes. So then we're here, and we're going to come over here.